Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you guys for tuning in for today's podcast for episode 2 of the Content Creator Radio. I'm so excited to have all you guys here. There's a whole bunch of content I'm really excited to just go over today. Today, I really want. So yesterday, if you remember, or last episode, I talked a lot about my backstory and like what my origin was and what I did. And so basically, I just kind of explained like where did I start as a content creator, where did I go, and where am I at now. So we kind of talked about like an overview of everything that happened, right? But you're probably wondering like, okay, well, there is kind of like the ups, there is the downs. It's not always success, and it doesn't always work out. Like it's not always the easiest thing in the world to do. Sometimes it's really tough. So basically, I just want to jump into kind of the ups and downs of what it was like as a photographer, in my first year, like how. First couple months, it was a crazy ride, something I don't know if everybody felt like that. If you started photography or you started filmmaking or blogging or whatever, you were probably trying to get clients. If you were a content creator, you're probably trying to work with brands and work with different clients and stuff. So that's what I want to cover. So my very first shoot, was a $10 shoot. And it was like I asked for gas money and that's it. If you remember from yesterday's episode, I didn't make anything off of that shoot. And I basically just reached out to the person. I was like, hey, can we do a shoot? I just want some cool photos. They were like, yeah, sure. So we did it. That's cool. So I started doing photography more and more. And as you know, eventually I went full time. But my biggest thing was, how do I get leads? Like, how do I find people, or how do I get my services in front of people? Like, how is that? How do you do that? And so that took me some time to figure out. So I did like what anyone would do. I basically Googled everything and I was like, well, how do I do this? Or how do I find this? And I found this website. And I checked this out before I went on the podcast to make sure it was right. I'm not going to say the company name because I don't want to get in trouble. But basically, if you're a photographer or filmmaker and you want to create content, you know probably what I'm talking about. One of those companies where you pay to get leads from these companies, but you don't even, it costs so much money. Anyways, I was on this website, right? So I got a whole bunch of leads off of this website. And within like 2 months, I was like in the top 4% photographers because I was quoting people like crazy. I was throwing estimates at people. I mean, I was just going boom, 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 boom. And I landed probably like 4 or 5 clients within like my first 2 weeks, which was really unexpected for, I guess, on that site. But the problem is that you had to pay for every lead that you brought in. So say you brought in $100, like someone that has like a job for $100, and you put in a quote for that, and then if they even responded to you, you would lose money. Like you'd spend $15-$20. So maybe you try to find 5 people and you'd spend like $100 just trying to talk to people. And it was so expensive. And I'm like, I spent like $300 in my first like 2 weeks. It was ridiculous. And I had a buddy that was doing it too. And he put probably like $300-$400 into it and didn't get anything out of it. And so I contacted the company, tried to get things figured out, and they were just not interested in doing anything like that. I mean, I was leaving all sorts of feedback. I'm like, look, top 4%, and nothing was getting figured out. So, so like I said, you're paying tons of money up front for leads, and that wasn't even if you got them. It was just if they responded. So that was pretty annoying. But here's where it gets really interesting, right? Where it gets really, I get really amped up about this because this drives me crazy. Sorry, I'm looking at 2 different cameras right now. I'm Instagram living, and this is for my YouTube video. As well as Spotify. So I apologize if it's driving you crazy with looking between these 2 right now. I'm just trying to give everybody attention and see what's going on. But anyways, so in the top 4% of this lead company for photography, like when you look at photography, like I'm one of the first names that pops up. Like that's awesome. I get banned. Like a month and a half in, I get banned. And this is my main money making way. Like this is the way I'm making my money. This is how I'm bringing in income. I'm like, this is how I'm bringing in something. I don't know what to do. Like I'm new to this whole thing. Like what am I supposed to do? So I get banned. I call them and I'm like, hey, what the heck just happened? And I was like, what am I supposed to do? They were like, well, since you did this and messaged this person, we had to take you off because I disagreed morally with one of the shoots that I decided not to do. I decided to decline a shoot for a moral reason of my own. I said I didn't want to shoot it and I wasn't comfortable. I was polite. I was respectful. They went through my messages and then blocked my account and banned my account. So how am I supposed to make money? So I basically started from scratch. I had to start from scratch. I had nothing. And I was like, how am I going to get through this? So I had to start messaging people and doing all these I kept trying all these different things. And I would maybe get like a couple of clients off of that. It wasn't a lot, and it definitely wasn't consistent. It wasn't like consistent clients. And it was really, oh my goodness, it felt like I was broke one day and then I had tons of money the next. And I was like, oh, I'm super rich. And then like, if you're a photographer and you like remember that beginning stage, yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Like it was really crazy. And if you're new to photography and you're just like curious, like what is it like? This is honestly what it was like. It was pretty hard at first. Like it was pretty tough. And so I was there. I get that. It was just really rough. So I spent a whole bunch of time, and check this out. So a couple months in, I saw this ad and I checked it out. And I was like, why is everything like so secretive? Like everything is so secretive online. I swear. Like it's just like, they're just like, oh, here's an ad for this. And you click on it and then it's not what you think it is. And it's like, okay, whatever. So I finally found something that was what I was looking for. I checked it out and I got done watching it. And I actually got something different out of that. I got out of this webinar that I watched of this guy. And I checked it out and I was like, this is different. This is a whole new way of thinking. And it really got me thinking. I was like, wait, you could get clients not just this way, but if you combine this with this, you could literally like boost your business and start getting clients like crazy. So probably thinking, what just happened, right? It's a lot to explain, but instead of me trying to explain it on a podcast and like how this works and whatever, that's just a lot. It's a lot to explain. But this is the good news. I went out and I said, okay, cool. So this is how photographers can make money, right? Because here's the problem that we're dealing with right now. I'm seeing this all the time. Photographers are dropping out of the industry. This is like a well-known fact, but photographers are literally dropping out of the industry because they can't make it, one, or the taxes are way too crazy and they don't know how to get around the taxes and around anything. Like this just, they don't know how to do it. And I was like, okay, I have to overcome that. And I had to overcome that. Like for me in the state of Florida, in order for me to get around like taxes and all of that, and it's legal, like I just deliver all my service electronically. And that's something you guys might be able to do too, which is really cool. That's actually going to help you a lot. So you don't have to ever pay taxes when you send stuff to your clients. Anyways, go do your own research on that. But here's my main point, okay? It's the main point I'm trying to make. What I am trying to say is that there is a way to go full-time with photography. And I think I figured it out. No, I know I figured it out. Because it's literally for any business. And it's the coolest thing. So I went out and I made this PDF. I made this cheat sheet. And I was like, cool. So here's the good news. I'm going to give this thing to you for free. It is not done yet. It's not done yet. I'm working on it. But this is literally how you will be able to get new clients, and you'll be able to just start picking up clients way faster, saving way more money, and you're not even going to have to like go out and go talk to these clients all on your own yet. Like it's going to find the dream client for you. Like you want to get big paying clients and stuff, this is going to be the way to go. But I'm going to give you that to you for free. I'm going to give it to you for free. I'm not asking for anything. I'm going to email it to you. When this thing is out, it's going to be out in about 3 weeks or so. Like I said, if you're a content creator, a filmmaker, photographer, whatever that means, this is literally for you. Like you're going to love this. Like you don't want to miss this. So anyways, I just want to put that out for you guys. That's pretty much that. I'm going to get you guys some more info on that in the next couple weeks or so. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know this episode was pretty short again. I'm working on some more stuff. I actually have some interviews coming in soon. If you guys want to send me an email, I'm going to create an email here pretty soon. I'm not going to link it yet just because I haven't created it, but if you guys want to, send me a message at Jake Bryan on Instagram. Once again, that's Jake Bryan, Jakebrian. Send me a message of who I should interview on my podcast next. I have a couple interviews coming up here soon, as well as a couple other content ideas to share with you guys. I'm pretty excited about it. Honestly, this is really cool. I'm enjoying it. And I hope you guys are too. Leave some feedback for me. Send me a message like, hey, that sucked. Like, you're really bad at this. And be like, Jake, this is a terrible podcast. Or you can be like, hey, Jake, that was great. I liked what you did here. Maybe you should do a little bit more of this or a little bit more of that. I want to hear from you guys. Give me some feedback. That'd be dope. Thank you guys for tuning into the Content Creator Radio. I will see you guys next time. Hey guys, just want to say a quick thank you for checking out the Content Creator Radio. If you enjoyed today's episode, go ahead and click that like and subscribe button and listen on all your favorite platforms like Spotify and Apple Music. Until next time, I'll see you in the next podcast.
I swear I like your style. Put you in Chanel cause it's just perfect for your smile. Girl, I swear for you I run the world, I'd run the